I have worked as an energetic healer for many, many years because I inherited from my father line. And I worked by hand, like I felt the aura, and when there was something in the aura, something, I didn't know what, exactly what, but something, I could pull it out, that printing or that bag of whatever was it. And especially the emotional blockages or emotional what? Shit. And always my clients, they just felt, oh, something left my body. What was this? Because it was a huge, huge burden on me. And now I get released and I'm better. But what was that? And I never could answer it. I just said, I don't know, but is that important? And they said, yes, of course, it's very important. We want to know what was it. And after many, many years, somebody told me I can learn a technique, a special technique, to make contact with my higher self first, and then my client's higher self. And then the higher self can talk to each other. All I need is a pendulum, everybody knows what this one is, and a chart, it's full of words, and then the higher self can show the right words. We make the questions and then put together the words, and we got the complete sentence, complete answer. And then it went very well, I guess. And then one day I asked about my healing energy, but I inherited and it was in my palm, or at least came to my palm. And I said, my healing energies, are you here? I was pretty sure the answer would be just nothing because the healing energy cannot answer. But the energy said yes. So this was the point when I started to ask, how could you answer for me? And then the energy said, because we, or I have a consciousness, or we are intelligent beings. This was the point when I get scared, really. And I called Janak, he's Janak. And I asked him, I think I'm in really big trouble, so please help me on your own way and tell me, do I have to finish the contact with these beings or I can go further on this way? I asked Janak because I know him since 23 years. And 23 years ago, I went to him because in Hungary, where we live, the people said he's the best yoga teacher and he's teaching on Buddhist university, yoga philosophy. And what else? Yeah, and he said he's a big yogi, and he had a PhD from mathematics, physics, quantum physics PhD. So I thought this is a perfect, not the man, but as well, but the perfect
combination.
Yes, thank you. So I called immediately him, and then he had many questions to this energy. Even at the end, they just taught me in Sanskrit language, but I really don't understand the one word. And at the end of this conversation, he said, yes, these beings really are on a high level of consciousness, and their knowledge is really high. And because he knows me, he encouraged me to continue and go in this way. But he said, be very, very carefully, because it's a dangerous way. Which I already knew because my favorite topic was to make contact with different entities and even demons and remove them or send them away. This came from my past life. I just like the dark side and clean the dark side. Yeah. So when I had contact with these entities, I asked them, okay, where do I have to go to learn more from you? There is a special space or just a special state, or what do I have to do for it? And then they said, go to Antarctica. Antarctica is just not possible because not a holiday place. And then they said, okay, if not Antarctica, the next station, our station is Patagonia, Chile-Patagonia, the last city to Antarctica, or something like that. So I went there for 2 years for studying. And I came back a few weeks ago. And I would like to share this knowledge with you, and I wouldn't say with everyone, but with interested in my story. Because they said this is a hard time, really, really hard time. What I cannot say what is coming because it's already here. So the last meeting, I just told you this hard time is turned on because the beings, they said they can manipulate the frequency of the earth. This is just easy for them. So it means the frequency become higher, and if our body, our brain or what, nervous system is not cleaned enough, then we cannot bear this energy. I mean, the reaction is physical disease or mental disease, or just simply distracted and be like crazy, crazy. So it's very important. We have to be updated and rise up our frequency, how the Earth's frequency is rising up. Because this is very important. What is this frequency? They said called love, but real love, not a passionate or passionate. How is it in English? Passionate. Love, not this. I love you. I hate you. I need you. I want you. So this is not the love, but really the highest level of love. This is the only one what can save us, because the new time, the paradigm shift, the new time what is coming is to live in the fifth dimension in the earth. And already the children who already are here, they know this. And this earth is for them and not for the old dinosaurs. How Janak like to say, we are just dinosaurs, yes. So we have to follow up the children and the Earth's frequency if we want to survive, but handle it quite easily. But this is much more, because it's not about surviving, but it's a really big chance to developing ourselves as a human being. This was our goal since lives and lives, to be here. Or as I see, this love state, when we live our life from heart, it's so easy, from heart. It's whatever is coming, what my heart is telling, not my mind, just the heart. And then, so this is our nature, to respond from our heart. But yes, I call heart, but many people has a different name. I call heart, but I think we have to talk about what is real love, but it's so difficult. Probably it's better to say what is not love. At the moment, I'm not inspired to talk about love. And simply I just can't. But Janak, maybe could you tell us?
Maybe some people have some questions to do about Chile and Patagonia and about the
Question?
new question.
No. Then, no, this was
There's
my
no-
question. Was to you. I had a
If
question.
there are questions, I'm available, but I cannot say much more, just different words than what you already said. But if people would like to go into a certain direction or would like to hear from a different point of view or different language, then of course that's good.
Yeah. See. Yes. So you think the same with me? Not too much talk about love. We cannot much.
Not much. Yeah.
Okay. Thank you. Then.
No, the definition what you told, I think that everybody agrees that till the mind is dictating, we cannot speak about love. Yeah, because the mind was created to maintain, to survive. Yeah, so it's very important for us as a form to survive in this field, and the mind is very sufficient in that. But when we talk about love, then it's not about surviving, it's not about who is better, who is quicker, who is faster, who is stronger, who is nicer, who is what. It's more about when the mind is switched off and whatever is coming naturally by itself, that we can say it is coming from our heart. But I think it's quite obvious for everybody. And when the mind switches on, there is no problem with that. But it's very good for practical things, yeah, that we can walk and drive a car and make our shopping and talk to our friends. So the best is to keep everything. But when about decision making, it's always better to listen to the heart and not to the mind. The mind is always full of doubt. The moment I decide something from the mind, there is always the opposite. Why? If I choose right, the next moment, oh, maybe I should have gone to left. So it's always like this confusion in the mind. But if you choose from your heart and the core of your being, then there is no doubt there. It is just a trust.
Yeah. Do you mind?
Oh,
Jenny, you can sit on the floor.
I can see my clothes.
You can sit. Thank you.
Yeah. So, in case you have any question, because Nirguna has quite adventurous life, so it's also very nice to ask her about her adventures. And if you have any questions about the subject, then please do it, because it's for that. It's a sharing, it's a conversation, so it's not really a question, a lecture. Or in case you would like to know something about some special fields, then of course you can put the question and please tell from whom you ask.
I would like to listen to the follow-up, the story that I've heard last time.
You want to hear it again?
You
Okay, which part exactly?
Well, where you stopped. So you were talking and then you said, we'll have more some other time, and here I am.
Wow.
maybe I just wanted also to ask that direction, like when you said every day you would go to a certain point, in the very self, and connect, and just what came, so what was the teaching, some highlights?
Okay, so every morning and every
She started last time.
evening, I made the connection with them since 4 or 5 years. So I use the pendulum and I have my own chart with full of words. So they can show the words and they give the teaching. Always I first I ask to clean myself, and I ask them, please remove everything what doesn't serve me anymore to accomplish my mission, my priority, my wish, whatever. And then they said, okay, what is your priority? It means, who are you? And I said, for example, oh, I would like a good life. I mean, the wellness. When I just feel good to be together with nice people and eat healthy food and these kind of things. And then they said, yeah, okay, we got it. Then for you, our advice is this and this and this. And what is blocking you to achieve this goal or to live this kind of life is this and this and this. So we first just make it clear all the time, what do I have to do for it? And then just follow it. Many people ask me, how could you trust them? I don't know how it started. Maybe I gave a chance for them, but then I saw, wow, they are right. Even if my mind was telling, definitely I don't want to follow this, and then still I did, it was always right. It's okay, sorry, you were right. But still, until now, like today or yesterday, I just got the answer, what should I do? Or yeah, should I do? And I said, no, come on, maybe, yeah, that, no, this. Yeah, but a little bit, no. And I said, okay, I can accept only because I have this 5-year experience. They are always right. They can see more than I can see myself. Or the whole picture or the bigger picture. Because I can see just this now, and they can see me or watching me from higher perspective. Really higher because they know my past lives, even what I'm carrying since thousand years. Yeah, and they said this is the time for everyone when we have to face to our big karma. Karma means what we are carrying since life and life. But the most heavy topic, main topic, what we have. So this time is for a lot of people, it's very, very heavy time. Because this, I can say karma, it's here, but what is karma? I think it's a big teaching. We have to understand. There is, again, the story, it's there again and again, the whole story, yes, here is again. And now what shall I do? I have to understand. And then, oh my God, okay, I've got it. And then I don't need that story anymore. But the body, the mind, always wants to go back to this old past and repeat it again. And all the time I have to remind myself, no, not that way, but this one. All the time practice in my mind. Yes, I know this way. Or when the thoughts pop up, what I know very well, I said, okay, I know where you lead me. It's happened many times. Now I want something new. And for me, this is a good tool when I just, okay, take my pendulum and I ask them, and now what is the new? I feel something came back again. It's very known story. But how can I step out from the story? And I'm very grateful for this help. And they said immediately, okay, then choose the other way, which is this one, but this one is good for you. So it's your personal way how to step out the old story. So I cannot write a book like a cookbook for everyone. This is what you have to do for the good life. No, we even during my sessions we always find the right and the correct way now, for now. Maybe tomorrow something else, but now, in this moment, this is what can help you to
Face the challenges.
take the challenge and live this. Anyway, they said this fifth dimension life. Because they said the earth, this three dimension life is over. Ciao, that's it, bye bye. So we have to levanta,
Raise.
raise up ourselves to this new frequency.
Can you say a bit more of what it will be in fifth dimension? Like, what does it change for us? Like, do you have any perception of that? Like, I see a lot of things changing, and how we flow through reality will be different, but I'd love to hear what you know.
I think the way we have to change the way of thinking, and not with the mind, but from the heart. And if you see the world and everything from your heart, then you will find your way on this frequency. Many people say this is the flow. Yeah, can be, but and then this decision, this flow leads you a totally different picture or movie that you had before. Yes, there is your destiny, but still you can change somehow, or
To start to being more in alignment with our true inner being.
that's the first step, I think, to know, who you are, but who you are means really psychologically level, like how I'm working. So, but at psychological level, this I know myself, and so this is the first step, and then I don't want to repeat it again. So it's better if I follow or listen to my heart, because that can lead me to a different level. But first we have to know it's who we are, because I think.
So how can we work to take that blockage away? When you speak of heart, I think you speak about intuition, what you feel is the right thing to do. But what happens when you are blocked and you can't reach it? You know the way. You know that is the way, but you can't take it away from
Yeah.
you.
Actually, that's why I invited Janak, because I have these very good tools. I mean, I just ask them, and it works, but many people doesn't have. So that's why Janak came, because he's the expert of this, how the mind is working, and I suggest you to ask him for this, if you agree. Janak?
I think it's better if somebody has some question to the story of Edina, about Chile, and then let's finish that one, and then to the practical stuff. After a break, we can come back to the practical. I will remember the questions, or if not, then please remind me. But I think it's better to listen her story further on.
Okay, then back to the story.
I have another question.
Yeah.
How did you get to Lagos? How did you know that Lagos would be a place that you could get people to listen to what you have learned?
I lived here. No, actually 12 years ago I moved to Alphabrecht, that's another part that it belongs to here, next to Ajazur, because I followed Janak. Anyway, Janak is the father of my son, so it's also. And I just trust him, because he said he has to follow his master. And when I left at home in Hungary with our son, after a while, very, very short time, I just realized I cannot handle our child is too strong. So I just go at him, what shall I do? And he said, it's so easy, come to Portugal and then let's see. So I just believed him. I came for 2 weeks. This was 12 years ago. And he was right in that time, calling me to Algesur. And then no, that wasn't me. Then my son, he said when he was 16 years old maybe, he wants to change the school and he wants to come to Lagos. And I said, okay, then I follow you. So I was always following Samba that time. So then I followed him to come Lagos. And then 2 years ago, I followed the beings to go to Chile. And from Chile, when they said, okay, you fulfilled you accomplished your mission and you can go back to Europe, or at least from far away from Chile, because you have to share this knowledge. Then I asked them where to go exactly, and they said my area, which is resonating with my vibration, my frequency. It means every body and everything has a certain frequency. So if this frequency is fit, then there is a natural flow. And I don't have to give from my life force, from my energy, if there is some different frequency different, because it just fit and flowing. So that's why I asked where is my place, and they said my place is from Faro until Gibraltar, Faro, Gibraltar, a bit Morocco and back. So this is my strength place. Okay, but how can I get there? I had no contact, so the mind started to combinating. But to start a new life again, just hello, I'm here. I came with a suitcase and sitting on the square and hey, who wants to listen to me? So I thought this is nonsense. I can't. So sorry guys, I believe you, but I can't because I can't. And then I write to Karuna. It's hello, I'm here, or I would be there. And she helped me a lot to come back, and that's why I'm here in Lagos. But this time I said no to these guys, or at least okay, but Lagos and Faro is it's
Maybe
already
they kick you to Gibraltar one of these days.
yes, yeah. Every day they show me that direction. It doesn't mean I cannot share this knowledge here. I can travel a lot, but my energy place, my petrol station will be there. And from there, I can give more easily. But this is not only for me, this is for everyone. We have to be fit with the energy. And not only with the place where we are, but even with the people around us. Must be the same frequency.
Why did entities can also travel, no? No, you have to go to Patagonia, why can you not connect to them while you are here?
Yes, now I can. But they said 2 years ago, I have to go to a special place. It was so special, it was 8 meters. What is it, diameter?
Square meters. 8 square meters.
No.
Diameters, circle.
Yeah. So it was really special, and they said, because I cannot channeling them. So go to that place and then something will happen. Still, until now, I couldn't figure it out. Why is that spot? Many people tried to help me. They said maybe because the gate is open, there is a stargate or something. And they said, no, not exactly a Stargate, but something else. But because I don't know the word, that's why I cannot ask. They just said yes or no. It's almost So this, I don't know why. But I went there, and every day I went there, contacting them, and then after a while they said, okay, now it's okay. But anyway, I had a really, really heavy karma. What I was not aware of it. And I was still carrying since 10,000 years. And I had to clean this karma. So when I went there, they said, you will stay here forever because your karma is so big. But then I was just quick. Quick means open. And they said, okay, hands up, I follow you. And then I was quick to resolve this karma. And then they said, okay, now you can travel. You are always connected. Wherever you go back, you find your right place, nourishing yourself, like a petrol station.
So what does it mean to clean the karma? What do you have to do? I know it'd be different for everybody, but can you give us like an example of something that you have to do or a process you have to use?
In the karma. For me, it's easy because I follow what they are telling me, but for others, I think this love frequency can vanish out everything. This is the stronger, not only frequency, but the method or tools what can help us. So on this frequency, it happens by itself because this is what I said last time. Our thoughts, first the thought, what is in our mind, is immediately open channel, input-output channel. If in my mind there is the fear or proud or jealousy or whatever, that it has a certain frequency. And I open the channel. And then the things come on this channel.
Mm-hmm.
So if I open the channel for a higher frequency, I mean I don't allow to my mind to go into this low frequency, blah, blah, blah. Then this high frequency can vanish out all these things. Or this cannot touch you. I mean, yeah, that's more correct. It cannot touch you on that level.
Okay.
It will come, sorry, the karma will come. You will be in the movie, but it's a see, okay, yeah, I'm here, but really doesn't touch.
So the situations will come, but then you just act differently because you're in the different vibration and therefore you can break the
But
pattern.
not from the mind. Not from the mind. You really can see from a higher perspective. This is
From a high perspective. Everything that I've been studying and practicing now teaches me that comes especially starting with self-love. Would you say that is correct? Or
self-love.
Self-love, acceptance,
I think very, very
forgiveness?
important to be selfish. Really. Selfish. Just, hey, I have to be okay. But for everyone, even for my child. Hey, this is my time now. You just go there and play with your toys. And you have to learn, or I have to teach the child, this is my time. Like with our child, he was really small, but when he saw his father sitting in a lotus position, he knew that he cannot even touch him, just sit next to him and do something. And if he's opening his eyes, he can start to talk or play together. So your own time with everyone.
Yeah, I'm asking because for a long time I felt the call to help, but when you start trying to help others, from an empty cup. You can never do it because you went to self-sacrifice. So it really starts with self-love. You need to be in the best position, in the best frequency, to then just let that vibration flow, and then things just happen naturally.
Yeah, anyway, you can have only from this level. You have to be okay, I'm here, and be really selfish and consequent and even arrogant to be there. No, I stay here and you go. Get out. I have to stay here.
I remember you saying of not going down, and whoever is at that frequency and that would benefit of your assistance will come to you. You don't have to search or go down to try and reach for those people.
You can't. Because how the energy is working, the energy always wants to be equilibrated. Yeah. It means someone frequency is here, yours is here. I hope yours is here. And then you want to have. How could you have? It's so easy. You have to go down and have. Quite few people, very, very few people can help others. The way to keep their own frequency. That's quite few. They said, the entities said that's a special mission. That's a special mission. Most of people can't. Because they can't. So this happening when you are together with someone, live together, or if you have sexual relationship with someone, what will happen? This. A little bit, who is lower frequency, can rise up, but really a little bit. You can have this, but this is the price. Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
So it's better if you stay here and I'm okay, and this I'm okay will radiate and have the people to say, oh, what is she doing? She's so okay. How do you do that? And you can talk from here. Oh, I'm just practice yoga every day or whatever. But you don't go there. Just stay there and radiate. And not only these people, but for everyone. Something like that.
Yeah, I had this, I feel to share now, but I had this dream and it said, pave the way so that others may follow. And for a long time I felt a bit puzzled, what the hell does that mean? And now I've realized is you need to become your own example. And then the people, if they want to, because it's may, not will, it's may, then people, if they look up at you and say, okay, you're doing something right, what are you doing? Maybe I want to learn from you. So it's just rise up and become the best version of yourself. Okay. But it's tough.
Yeah. So they already taught me many things. The self-sacrifice is the worst things. This when you said, "Oh, this is a pure compassion," compassion and self-sacrifice is something different, but really big different actually.
Mm.
And just know. Or for example, yeah, I had many charts full of words, and the marriage, that was the first word what they canceled. The marriage. And they said, why? But why? And they said it's so easy because every kind of relationship based on love, but love is a flow. It means flow. So you cannot promise. Promise, it means now I promise something. But how could you do that? You cannot promise. So you have to be updated every day, every moment. It's still there is something we go somewhere together or not. And it can be not. It was so good until now, and from now just, you go on that way, I go on this way. But really we'd love to say hello, oh bye. But from love. Because I see my way is not that way anymore. And even when you meet someone, immediately, this is the heart-to-heart connection or not. And if there is a strong connection, then why should you reject it? Yes.
Can you have like a heart-to-heart connection, but the other person can still be on a lower frequency?
Can be.
Yeah, yes, but the goal or the intention must be the same. So he is in a really low frequency and he said, I'm good here and you are here. And he said, okay, it was nice to see you. So then you have to choose, okay, we have a heart-to-heart connection, but I'm here. And then he has to do some effort.
So
And
no,
he,
so it
oh
doesn't
yes, I like it. I like what you do. It will be hard, really hard for me, but I want. And then this intention, this direction can put you together. If there is no intention, then what do you want? Then you have to give your energy and be there. So something like that.
But if I may say this, what you are doing, what you are saying, it may cause some kind of separation because now we will divide for the people with higher vibration, with lower, yes. How do you see that?
This what's happening now with everyone. Yes, many marriage and relationship has shaken very well. It just no, doesn't work.
It's like you
Doesn't work. And it's so painful, not only the marriage, but even with most of the time with parents. When the children said, what shall I do with my parents? They just drain my energy and it's so heavy to be with them. And yeah, this is painful, but this is happening now. And even places when people feel, this is not my place, this is not my working place, this is not my house, and you cannot reject. Your mind says, oh, but I have to be loyal, or to my place, to my wife, but this is the mind, and it belongs to the old paradigm, this 3-dimensional paradigm. And it was really good that time, because in this 3-dimension paradigm, for the humans who lived on that level of consciousness, it was very necessary, these marriage things and the religion, you can do this, you can do that, like animals, it was good. But now, this time, you don't need this.
Yeah, I believe so.
And now, you can think, you can feel freely. You don't have to. You don't have to anymore. So that's why all these things, the family, marriage, all this bondage, what helped you, really helped you until now. Now it doesn't serve you anymore.
Well, I agree what you are saying, that we first have to choose ourselves and see what is still right or wrong. But if you're going to look at it through my life, that okay, I have higher vibration, so I'm not going to talk with people with lower vibration, but they are still, we're all going up. So if what you are saying, what I understand, it's like, shall we separate, or shall we? Because I think when we are connected, it's maybe if you meet someone who has lower vibration, but we share that, but we know how to connect. Even for a moment we lose this connection, we know how to reconnect. Because I think everyone, at least many people, even those who are in the 3rd dimension, they are lots of them still going up. So if we, people with a higher vibration now will go different way.
But this is the intention, what he wants or they want on this lower vibration. They really want to change their life. Then they ask you, yes, of course. Then, okay, here I am. of course, I'm here for you, but only until the point when this person really want to change.
Of course.
And this is so, could be very rapid. Now we are just talking, and then, okay, not we, but this person, you are talking, and then she or he just changed the subject and say, no, for me it's better to stay here. Okay, then you are very welcome when you come on this channel where I'm living my life. Okay, only this. You just show, represent, radiate your life, and open this channel. And if somebody comes, doesn't matter from where, comes on this channel, very welcome. But you cannot go to that frequency.
But I think for me, what I try to do, I think I would like to learn how to keep my frequency, stable, because, we're going up and down, and to, depends my frequency to the people I meet, because I go to the city, I go to different places. Of course, we now choose, like, I prefer more nature or meeting with people like here, yes. But for me, what I would like to learn, to have my frequency more stable. That
Yes.
even if I meet and even if someone is at low point, but he asks me, how can I be stable and with high frequency and still keep the space for that person? I think this is what is important.
Yes, this is the how question.